I was originally not going to do this game anymore, but I chose to anyway because a new thingy just started. A new thingy, meaning a new update, just came out for the director. So let's go ahead and get on to that. Continue director story. Hell yeah. Damn stick drift. So what happened here was very simple. Actually, let me pause it real quick. Just give me a second. Let me go ahead and let me pause this for like 2 seconds. That was 2 seconds, right? Hope so. Okay. Looks like it was absolutely 2 seconds. So here's the deal. I'm playing this new chapter, but I'm going to play it at my own pace. If I have to stop in the middle for any reason, and if it doesn't save my progress and I have to start over, then I'm treating it like the base layers of fear where I'm not starting over. I'm just going to say fuck it.
He wrote this movie to help us. He wouldn't want us to abandon it. I'll finish the script, and we'll shoot it together for him.
I forget what those are called. Like when you put a rose or a flower on your like suit or whatever. I forget what it's called.
The film's only redeeming quality remains performance. Not all of us have forgotten the star of the silent movie era after he left the industry so abruptly. I'm delighted to say his talent still shines even in such an awful production. When asked why he plays in his film, the star told us,
Yeah. Once again, I'm going to read those mostly on my own simply because I don't care.
You changed the
That
script.
said,
You said you would just finish
It was an unpolished draft. He was my father. I know what he wanted to say.
I can read it, but it says lurking game. You didn't need to tell me that, although thank you for doing so, I guess. Does this take place on the ship? Because that one room, you would never guess it, but from everything else here, I'd say so. Give me one more moment. So sorry about all these interruptions. Okay, lights. Everything's making complete sense so far. What the fuck?
The plot is
The
different.
plot makes sense. It didn't before, and you knew about it.
Triangle? Of all buttons, why the fuck make it triangle? Who the fuck? Okay, past sins. So here's the deal, game. You got two general options for a crouch button. Either circle or R3.
He knew what he was doing. He wanted this movie to be a warning.
A warning against demons and monsters. It's absurd. I don't want him to be remembered as a maniac.
Who the fuck would remember a motherfucker as a maniac? Oh wait, never mind. There are some movies like that. I was about to say, who the fuck would remember a motherfucker as a maniac just because they made a fucking movie? But you know what? There are some out there that are like that. So scratch that statement. Yeah, like the only game I can think of that uses a different button is Horizon, and Horizon uses square. But triangle? How does that compute? And also, I love that this guy's going through the motions of, like, every book author having their shit created by somebody else. Take Jeff Lindsay. If you don't know who that is, he created Dexter, as in like the Showtime series, not the Laboratory. Season 1 had his involvement. The rest of the show did not. Why? Because they were fucking with his material and he didn't like it. And they didn't like him for the fact that he was trying to get them to stay faithful to his own material. So they parted ways. Because believe it or not, most adaptations, the original creator does not have create control of their own process. I think the only notable exceptions I know of are Harry Potter and the recent One Piece live action. Oh. Because those two remain completely in creative control.
You had to know he was ill, and you enabled him, encouraged his delusions.
I trusted his vision.
You trusted his madness.
What the fuck? Huh. I mean, no matter how fucked up your shit is, it doesn't mean that you're mad. Mad, of course, meaning crazy. Just saying. Oh, okay.
Listen, you know I am good at this. We can make a good movie. Or we can smear my father's name, making the unfinished draft that he wrote in a moment of weakness.
Translation. We can either make the guy's shit as faithfully as possible, or we can fuck it, you know, despite how fucked up it may or may not have been, or we can fuck it over and make it something else. Because no matter how fucked up somebody's shit is, if you're adapting their shit faithfully, you're staying fucking faithful to it. That's honoring them. So I'm 100% with the guy on this one. Fuck her notions of bullshit. Mistakes. It's a mistake to fuck up this guy's creation no matter how fucked up it is. Oh, what, am I on the other fucking side now?
It is your choice. You're the director, after all.
Scene 13. Fade in. Interior basement. Night. A mysterious room with a pentagram drawn on the floor. Some kind of ritual is happening. There are a few cultists around the pentagram. Leader is kneeling. Sacrifice approaches the middle of the circle.
I've already read all of it. As I've always said before plenty of times, as much as I appreciate the voice acting in those like narrations for those files, it's so slow paced. I would rather just do it on my own and save time. Do I do it like I'm reading from a goddamn note card? Yes, I do. But I do that intentionally. Because I used to do this shit these guys do where I actually put emotion into it, but I was like, nah.
Death shaped his life. Over and over and over again.
So he was a smoker, gotcha. By the way, game, just so you're aware, merely having mannequins around the place doesn't make the location scary. That was one thing Layers of Fear 2 failed at.
Doesn't matter what they think. Just...
I guess I know which ones can move and which ones can't. I was expecting that to almost be like a Layers of Fear, not Layers of Fear, Song of Horror type puzzle. I'm just saying, like, mannequins don't automatically make shit scary. And Layers of Fear 2 were, like, dependent on them heavily. Another game that had them was In Sound Mind. But at least in In Sound Mind, they're not meant to be scary. The one dude even helps you. Old set. Doesn't look like I can run. Oh, I can fast walk. Oh. That doesn't scare me. And it doesn't scare me because of how many horror games I've played.
I heard they closed the case. Unfortunate accident, they say. I don't know. There's something more going on here. We all feel it.
Screening room. So why doesn't that type of thing scare me anymore? I've played too many horror games at this point. Something like that always happens. Some asshole scrolls across the hallway or some shit. But it's just there to give you a brief, oh my god, what was that? That's all it's there for. The actual, you are in no danger, typically, unless they show some sort of cutscene or some shit showing the fucker. Until that happens, you're typically not in danger, no matter how many scares they throw in your fucking face. They're setting the atmosphere, I get it, but once you set the atmosphere the same way in so many fucking horror games, it loses its luster. And that's what's happened with me.
My goodness, what happened here? They argued again, and then again when I asked what we were supposed to do.
Just observing the place. A fucking pentagram. That's a pentagram, right? Okay. If your dad is doing pentagram type shit, I'll say this. To quote a friend of mine, I'm not superstitious, but I am regular-stitious enough to not fuck with that type of shit. I wouldn't fuck with the pentagram. I wouldn't fuck with the Ouija board. I wouldn't fuck with any kind of bullshit like that. Oh, I was hoping I could go up here. So maybe the guy is into some crazy shit if he's doing pentagrams and shit. Still not a reason to fuck over his script. Unless his script is like incantations of witchcraft or some shit.
We'll need new costumes for retakes tomorrow.
Again?
I don't know what to tell you. Do you want this film
want
to
it
be good?
to be done.
That guy's not an artist. I can tell you right now. I hope it's not the director, because a director needs to be an artist. And anyone who says, I don't care how good it is, I just want it to be done, that's not an artist. When it comes to being an artist, there's no such thing as being done. Because you could look, whether it's a script or a painting or a fucking song or book or the fuck it is, right? You could look at your current piece of it, your current draft, so to speak, and be like, you know what, that's good, but it could still be better. It could always be better. The finished product, whether it's a published book or a finished painting or whatever, or the finished song, that's not good in the artist's mind. That's what they settled for, so to speak, because it can always be better. But you have to get the finished public product out at some point, so you settle for what you for what they do. It could always be better, but you settle. Now, when I say settle, I don't necessarily mean the bad thing, like, oh, it's shit, but I'm gonna do it anyway. No, no, no. Like, it is good, but, you know, in your mind, it could always be better. But you let it be published anyway, because you'd rather have it published at some point than do it, you know, another 30 times to make it 30 times better. Because even after it's 30 times better, it could always be another 30 times better. That's how artists think. So that fucking guy was not an artist.
Going there again. I don't remember being there. Ever.
Nobody does. I mean, we must have gone there, but my mind just goes blank when I think about it.
Interesting shit. I'll go to the old set. Oh.
Art needs to be larger than life. Don't worry about it.
I won't. Oh. Okay. Is that rat supposed to scare me? 'Cause it doesn't.
A person should be steady.
So far, this game doesn't have the worst horror atmosphere. Could be better, but it doesn't have the worst. But it's relying too heavily. What's up, buddy? It's relying too heavily on tropes for me to give a fuck. What? That's where I came from.
Dad!
Now, one bad thing about playing this new one, because I'll tell you right now, I still have no desire to go back to the other, like the last one I was doing, because it, you know, didn't let me continue it. I still have no desire to go back to that one, but it does create a disparity, because since I'm going straight from essentially the main, like, writer to the director and skipping everything in between, no matter what, I'm not getting the full picture here, so to speak. So I can only comment on this one thing, and that doesn't bring you the true experience. So even still, I can't comment much about the full thing. I mean, this can't be where I'm supposed to go, is it? What the hell? What the hell? Am I supposed to stab somebody? What was that one weird ass mannequin? If this goes on too long a direction, let's all just fucking quit now. Can I stab you? No? Then what the fuck? I'll go back into the old set, not the old set, but like the previous place one more time if nothing adds up here. But I might just say fucking quit this now. What the fuck am I doing? Anything? Nothing. Let me go back, I guess. If nothing, I hope something changes. If nothing changes, then I will just say fuck it and just quit the game. Cause I have no love for games like what's it called? Fuck. Visage. I have no love for games like Visage, where it gives you no indication. First off, it gives you no indication on what the fuck to do, and secondly, it's so fucking obscure. I stopped playing that game early on. Oh my god, here we go. But here's why I stopped playing the game early on. Visage gives you no indication what the fuck to do, but to make matters worse, the shit you're supposed to do is obscure as fuck. I looked up on Google what to do for Visage, and you had to enter a bedroom and then like circle around it like 3 times or some shit, and then exit the bedroom. And the game gives you no indication to do that. Why the fuck would I do that ever without some kind of note or file or something hinting at it? It was just fucking
Focus,
stupid.
people.
So I just wasted like 5 straight minutes worth of time.
C30.
I don't even care. I wasted so much time just now.
We're ready.
Rolling. Sound.
Action.
Is this fucked up shit? Yes. But it isn't any different from like a lot of horror movies out there. Take, I don't know, fucking... I'll go with the most famous one of all. The Exorcist? No. Now granted, they say some movie sets are cursed, like The Exorcist, but that's not the director.
Maybe we should change things a bit?
I agree. What the fuck am I looking at here? What the fuck?
And again.
See?
Yeah.
Rolling. Sound.
Action.
I hope this is back during the silent era movies, because this is what that looks like.
Good. It's better than the script.
I'd say so.
We're ready. Get the reel.
Oh,
We're
sons of
done for
bitches.
the day. Please return the reels to the production office.
Now, what the fuck from here? Guess that was all I needed. Graveyard. I'll admit, that sounds interesting. Again, just putting mannequins in your game doesn't make it scary. Thanks, guys. Okay. I have to ask, was this made by Blooper Team or Gun Media? Because this doesn't, oh bit. This does not feel like Layers of Fear. As in one, not the franchise. It feels like Layers of Fear 2. That's not a good thing.
He tried to talk about ghosts that haunted him.
You said you would finish the script, not rewrite it.
I didn't realize how bad it was. Madmen's ramblings, no plot, just occult gibberish, and you encouraged it.
I will say so far,
You know, we need this
not
movie
impressed.
to be great. I don't intend to end my career now. We need shock, blood, gore. Something people will remember for years. But of course, if you want to stick with his version, go ahead. You're the director after all.
Anyone who says we need shock, blood, gore, that type of shit, fire them. Okay. If it's necessary to have that kind of stuff in there, go for it. But if you have that stuff in there for the sole purpose of shocking the audience, then you're failing at your job. Unless, of course, the entire point is shock value, which is what her dumbass seems to think.
My daughter believes that I lost my mind when I abandoned acting. I'm sure she's not alone in that.
I already read the whole thing. That's what I thought. So here's the deal. I'm secretly already sick of this. So I'm going to give it a break for now. Oh, wait. Let me read this first.
Our sources on the set told us that on the day died, his stunt double called in sick.
I'm gonna quit this for now. And we'll see this. I do intend to do another stream of this. But only if it lets me continue from here. If it fucks me. If it doesn't let me continue from here. Then I will say fuck it. And just not continue it. But yeah. So far, I'm not impressed, so I'm just going to stop right here and now while my disappointment is brewing. So, thank you for your time.